Welcome back to Upfront. We have new details on Speaker Robin Vos's election investigation. You'll remember that Vos hired former Supreme Court Justice Mike Gableman to conduct what Vos is now calling a cyber forensic audit of the November 2020 election. Vos met with former President Trump last weekend at Trump's rally in Alabama. The Speaker talked with our Kent Wainscott.
He obviously wanted to meet with you for a reason. What did he ask of you?
He really wants to make sure that we are doing everything in our power to get to the bottom of what actually happened in 2020.
Do you believe, as Donald Trump does, that Wisconsin's election was corrupt?
I would not use the word corrupt. I don't believe that. Now, were some of the practices in individual parts of the state bordering on that? Yeah.
Vos told our editorial partner, WisPolitics.com, that public, not private dollars will be used to pay for the probe, and Vos will cap the costs at $680,000. He also told WisPolitics that he won't sign off on the subpoenas that Assembly Elections Committee Chairwoman Janelle Brandtjen has issued to Brown and Milwaukee counties. He indicated, though, that he could sign off on any subpoenas Gableman decides to issue. This probe is expected to scrutinize ballots and possibly voting machines in the state's largest cities and counties. So we're talking now with Dane County Clerk Scott McDonald. We appreciate you being with us today on Upfront. So what are you hearing about any potential subpoenas in Dane County?
I haven't heard about anything specific to Dane County. So far, the Janelle Brandtjen, who's the chair of the Assembly Election Committee, sent subpoenas to Brown and Milwaukee County, but we haven't received any. So, we're just hearing secondhand accounts just like you guys.
And whether it's that investigation or the investigation that the former Supreme Court Justice Mike Gableman is overseeing, there will be subpoenas there too, we're hearing. Would you plan to comply with those if they do happen?
I have to see what the subpoena says. We've been working closely with the Audit Bureau, providing them information that they wanted from us. That's been fine. They have reached out to myself and a lot of other counties. So it would depend on what the subpoena said. We're not going to turn over equipment that would compromise, our certification or the security of our election. That would violate federal standards and federal laws. But we'll have to see what a subpoena says.
But at the end of the day, would you be okay with them looking at the voting machines, I guess is the question.
What does that mean? I mean, we can certainly, like I said, it's all been audited. You can look at it, but if they were to do something like in Arizona, we're trying to seize the equipment, open it up, that means we'd have to buy all new equipment. It would void the warranty. So no, that isn't something that I think any clerk would be comfortable doing.
How concerned are you that this will go down the Arizona path?
Yeah, I guess I'm concerned that that's what's going on here. There's an effort to try to seize the equipment and open it up and bring people in who don't know anything about elections. I mean, that's been a big frustration for clerks. We listen to people talking about it, and they don't use the right terminology. They don't know what they're talking about. Representative Brandtjen the other day kept confusing recount with central count, and she had no idea what she was talking about. And yet, this is the person who wants to grab the machines and open them up. So I think maybe they should just spend some time understanding that the security is there. It has always been there. It was there 4 years ago when Donald Trump won the election in Wisconsin, and I told everybody, that's not going to change. You can do a recount. He's still going to be the winner. Same thing now. But it's, people are raising money. People are able to do things by promoting, conspiracies, and that seems to be the motivation right now.
And in terms of the argument from some Republicans, their argument is that people have questions and that they want to make sure that those questions are put to rest by these investigations. So what do you respond to that in terms of how you comply with what they're doing if it's truly to make sure that people don't have any more questions?
Well, I mean, the problem is they say they have questions, so they request a recount. The recount shows that the numbers are accurate. So then they don't like that. So now there's a new question. Maybe there's bamboo fibers in a ballot stock, which is really irrelevant in any case. So then that doesn't pan out. Well, maybe there's some other problem that we need to make up. So the problem is that they've already decided. The answer is that President Biden lost Wisconsin. So now we just need to get there. That's the problem with this. It's not an actual search for truth. It's the promotion of a big lie.
Well, the other thing that Justice Gableman said he'd be looking into is donations from the Zuckerberg-funded organization, the Center for Tech and Civic Life. How were those grants used in Dane County?
Yeah, I mean, I think Madison used it to bolster pay for poll workers, and I think, it was used differently from community to community. I personally don't like outside money coming in for elections at all. I think, either side. I don't like legislators being flown around to Arizona on private money to do that. I mean, none of that makes sense. I think that we should keep taxpayer money only for election purposes. But, a lot of these communities are really struggling. One, when they lost income from the economy tanking during COVID, and the fact that they've been under levy limits for a long time. So they're really struggling to even pay their deputies. And so that's a problem around the state right now, that the state should look into properly funding elections around every county in Wisconsin.
Well, with all these election investigations going on now in Wisconsin, and this really making national headlines again, how do you think this all ends here?
All right. None of this is going to end well, because this is going to go on and on. A decision's been made to attack our democracy for partisan gain, and it's really unfortunate. And I'm really concerned about where this leads us as a state and as a country. It is demoralizing for clerks to have their integrity attacked. I think more than anything else, as if we're in on changing the results. Nothing could be further from the truth. We take an oath to make sure that every vote is counted and counted accurately. And I think that's what hurts more than anything else right now.
Okay. Scott McDonald, Dane County Clerk, thank you.
Thank you.
I also asked the clerk about the indefinitely confined voters and whether that law should be changed. You'll find that on the upfront section of WISN.com. Coming up next, the big change coming at Milwaukee City Hall. If confirmed, Mayor Barrett will leave to become an ambassador in Europe. Common Council President and the man who will be the acting mayor, Cavalier Johnson, on the changes and challenges ahead.